9:16. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Ask the Expert. Time for Ask the Expert with Howard Fine Jewelers. We've got live phone calls for you. It's 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. Facebook us questions. This would be a good subject to get some questions on, and I'm sure a lot of people have questions about estate jewelry. Welcome to both of you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Great. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Estate jewelry is one of those things, antiques, collectibles, things that people have had for years and years and years. Yeah. And like we were just talking about, oftentimes it never sees the light of day.
If it basically means pre-owned, right? But we've had actually brand new pieces where the person received as a gift, it was something they liked, and they just brought it back and want to exchange it for something else.
Right.
But we sell that as pre-owned.
Right. Now, Stephanie, are there any prerequisites that determines whether or not it's estate jewelry or so on, or should people just bring it in and see what's what?
People should definitely bring it in and see what's what. There has to be a certain amount of years for it to be considered like true estate or true vintage.
Right.
But that is not really our focus in the estate. There are some pieces that do come with the proper documentation, so we can legitimately say exactly from when it's from. But most pieces are things that people have had for years, or maybe they've inherited and it's just not their style.
Yep.
And it's worth a lot of money and it's just sitting. So
it sits in a box somewhere.
It sits in a box.
Yeah.
So they would rather trade it in towards something that they're going to wear all the time, and then it becomes sentimental because you remember that piece through your new piece that you're actually wearing every single day.
Right. Oftentimes, Howard, you were telling me earlier that trading in something on a new piece, a different piece, you get more for your money that way.
Right. Well, we offer both scenarios. You can actually come in and just sell it for the cash and walk out with the cash. So you walk with the jewelry, you walk out with the cash. There's no delay. That's number one. Or number two, you could trade it in onto something, and then what we can also do, we can add to the value or what we're going to pay you, because we'll take some of the profit that we're making in the new piece and put it towards the trade.
Right.
And you only pay the 13%, the tax. The tax on the difference.
The tax man still gets you.
On the difference.
Only on the difference.
Only on the difference.
Only on the difference.
So you're making an extra 13%.
Yeah, and as we've discussed here on the program before, if you want, you can take those pieces that you have and get them turned into something else.
Yes, for sure.
You can do some custom jewelry with things that people have.
For sure, 100%. Sometimes though, pieces just have such a beauty in and amongst themselves. Like for instance, if we look at this double horse.
Look at that
double horse bracelet.
Is that all diamonds on that?
It is all diamonds. And this is something that just has such beautiful craftsmanship that this person in particular, they had inherited it. They were never going to wear it. And actually they loved it so much that they wanted it to go to a home where somebody would really cherish it.
Where does this come from?
Isn't this gorgeous?
Spain.
Spain?
That was made in Spain.
So you can see here how it opens. You see how the horse is open like this.
Right.
And look how real the horse's heads look.
The detail is incredible.
The detail is incredible. So to melt something like this would really just be a shame. So this person actually took in a trade-in.
Is that right?
Yes.
They got something else that
they were going to wear all the time, because really it's a certain type of person who's going to wear this, right? It's a certain type of lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gorgeous. There's a couple others too, like the elephant one.
This elephant one has a really interesting story that Dad actually can tell a little bit about.
What's that all about, Howard?
Well, the person, again, they purchased it themselves many years ago on a trip to Africa.
Right.
And if you notice, the braiding is actually elephant hair, all the way all the way through it.
The black, so the black is elephant hair.
No kidding.
Right, and they bought it on a trip. She hasn't been
Somewhere
wearing it for a long time.
there's some bald elephant going, man.
Not that much hair.
That's crazy.
Right. And they wore it for many years, and she wasn't wearing it anymore, so she brought it in and traded for something else.
And then we have...
Then we have a lion's head.
That's a lion?
Yes. So this is a good example. So, depending on the level of craftsmanship, also depends on the value of it. So you can see, compared to the horse's head, how real they are, and compared to the lion's head.
The lions don't look much like lions.
The lions don't look completely like lions.
No.
So there's a very large price difference between the two because of this reason.
Right.
It takes a totally different type of craftsperson to be able to make this versus this one. But then again, this one still has such a blingy look. And we see a lot of this type of animal motif in vogue.
And look at this, and these are craftsmen from all over the world, because this was done in Africa, this was done in Spain, and this was done in India.
Right. It's kind of funky, though. Eh?
It is, isn't it?
Kind of strange. Over there, right beside you, Stephanie, we have what are they called? Cameos?
Yeah, so a lot of people love cameos, and you can just see how beautiful that scene is.
Again, the detail is exquisite.
I know the story on this one. Actually, this was brought home from Italy from a soldier, a Canadian soldier who served in Italy.
Wow.
And he brought the cameo back as a souvenir or as a gift for the family, and they had the frame made here when he got back home, and we ended up, when we purchased the entire estate,
That's gorgeous.
we ended up with it.
And a lot of
Absolutely
cameos
gorgeous.
like this too, you can wear it a couple of different ways. You can wear it as a pin, or we can easily add a little thing in the back which you can wear it as a necklace. So you
Yeah.
can wear them in a couple of different ways.
Are those the largest pearls on earth right there? What's going on?
These are South Sea pearls, and you know, a lot of women love the idea of a South Sea pearl. South Sea pearl,
weighty, eh?
They are weighty. So they're natural, they come from the South Sea, and they're absolutely beautiful. This is something that we don't often have in the estate. So
Right.
we haven't seen something of this quality for, I would say, a good 5 or 6 years.
In pearls, yeah. And actually, the story on this one is these were purchased as, they have never been worn. They were purchased as a gift for a lady, and she really wanted black ones. And the fellow bought the white ones by mistake. The store wouldn't take them back.
No way.
He brought them back to us.
And they're brand
exchanged
new.
them with brand new. Never been worn, yet we sell it as a pre-owned piece.
Listen, we're going to feature more of the items that you brought along today, but certainly a great opportunity for people who might have something like this in their home.
Yes.
And they're wondering, what should I do? Well, if you have questions like that, make sure you call us. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can also email us questions, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca, or Facebook us. Feel free to do so right away. We'll be back with more of Ask the Expert with Howard Fine Jewelers. You'll find them on Spark Street. Beautiful Spark Street. Hey!